let's go back on the ops real quick, right before we move on. I know earlier you said that like on 3 different occasions, I guess they had put out a blower on you.
Yeah.
And so were all 3 occasions like it was a blank or like?
No, other things get put down. Other things run up a different way. Like, you know,
If you could speak on it.
It just depends on who's behind the gun, dog.
Oh, okay. So the first time it was more so like a blank because you said
I don't know if it was a blank. But
you felt it pop. You heard it pop though.
I heard it pop.
So you heard it pop. All right. So we're gonna say that's what it was.
Yeah.
So the second time, what was it?
That was a put down scenario. You know what I mean?
And the third?
Third, fool, it wasn't really anything. It was more or less like
a pump fake.
I wouldn't say pump fake, fool. You know what I mean? I see he got it on him, pressing up in the section. We're doing something right there. You know what I mean? At the time, it was more like fool, we're not even tripping. Woo, woo, woo. Like, you know, it didn't get squabbled. It didn't it was pretty.
Just keep it pushing type shit.
I'm gonna do what I gotta do. So if he said keep it pushing, I didn't hear that. You know what I'm saying? I told him, like, you know, this is where we at. This is what we gonna do. I got business right here, nigga. If you tripping, you tripping.
Were y'all shooting a music video or what?
Nah, it was more or less like it's like a meet and greet like that day.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
On some rap shit?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit! So they pulled up to the meet and greet.
They were already there. It was like right there on their block. I'm right there doing little clothing shit. You know what I mean?
For who? For a Dago brand or?
Yeah, for a Dago brand. Shout out Hey Society.
Okay.
People's right there, food. Like we went to the little liquor store, walked up the street. You know what I'm saying? Ran into the issue. These fools aren't on some killer shit because they didn't blow us down. But you know what I mean? It didn't work out either way. So it kind of was like a dead issue. Like fools tripping, you fools aren't tripping to get to like we're gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Are all these 3 occasions, are these people from one set area or is it
different sides, multiple sides?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's multiple ops you got to deal with.
Fool, east side is most hated, fool.
That's facts.
Facts, fool. I got ops that I don't even know about. There's someone spawning in different sections every day about it. And I won't know about it until I see them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody could say they hate me. That's cool. When that confrontation happens, it happens.
Yeah. Damn. Do you have to have any, like, being a rapper, you got to pop out more? When you do go to these events, like meet and greets or do promos or events, like, do you have it in the back of your head, like, damn, like, somebody might, like, pull up?
Yeah, I'm not really worried about it.
Like, are you worried about it? Yeah, what I'm getting at.
Like, it depends on where you're at. You could definitely, you know, count your lucky stars because like someone could be tripping and pull up and be on some ignorant shit and fuck this whole shit up. There's shooters from everywhere. You know what I mean? But like to be worried about it, dog, like you got to just know like who you are, what you're walking into and how you're going to hold it. You know what I mean? Came in here respectfully. I'm getting paid to do a show right here. You fools are tripping. I'm going to make my money. You fools can trip afterwards. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to sit here and have a good time, I'm going to send a beer bucket down your way.
No.
You know what I'm saying? If you fools are on some bullshit, let that shit pop.
Yeah.
Let it happen.
I know you recently went kind of semi-viral because you got the SD logo tatted on you.
What did you put as the
WRL.
The caption? You said logo.
WRL.
Oh no, San Diego rapper gets Padres
logo tatted on him. Yeah.
WRL. Instigating. I mean, it's cool though. Like, I mean,
that's post worthy though, because that's like you really like. I mean, pushing SD.
I came to LA once for a photo shoot with FB County. Did a little photo shoot out here. Everybody I ran into out here in LA, like they got LA blasted on them, fool. Like blasted. They love the Dodgers. I love my city like that. Why the fuck am I not on that? You know what I'm saying? So wherever I go, in case I forgot to wear my fucking Padres hat, you know what team I go for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like there's a SD LA rivalry or not?
What?
Like a SD and LA rivalry. I
don't see it. I don't see the hate. You know what I mean? I mean, just on the terms of baseball, like I know I talked to my homies out in LA, and if we play the Dodgers, you know, I'm gonna send them a text like, hey, fuck the Dodgers, homie. You know what I mean? Padres all the way. And I know it's just gonna like do some bullshit with me and the homie. The homies and I don't take it that far. You know what I'm saying? There's no rivalry. I don't see the hate. I don't see the comparisons. I just know LA's got its scene and San Diego's got its own. And I respect theirs. if they disrespect mine, then it's fuck theirs too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
oh, that's for anybody.
how's that happen?
Nah, I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I haven't seen it at
Because
all.
I feel like it's the same thing with like IE foods. Like,
And in LA,
yeah.
I can see that. But like that's because like they're so close to each other.
Mm.
You know what I mean? They're like they're neighbors.
What's one thing about San Diego you could appreciate that you can't get in LA?
Dog. It's a good question, fool. Maybe because I don't really know how it is out here, fool. You know what I mean? I don't know if the Raza hoods are tripping on the black hoods and the black hoods are tripping on the Raza hoods out here. I don't know if they mix out like that, fool. But down there, fool, like I fuck with my Crips, I fuck with my Bloods. Like I got a lot of homies from everywhere.
Well, in LA, at one point in time, there used to be like full on race riots, like at middle school and high school.
Is it the same still though?
I mean, I don't know about now, but like talking like late 2010, like late 2000s,
yeah,
for sure it was a thing.
Yeah,
like is that a thing in Dago? Like y'all have full on?
There's race riots, fool. Like after high school, there was a race riot, fool. I remember like 2015, fool, something like that, dog. There was a full on like blacks versus Mexicans, or you know what I mean, Asians versus blacks, or I think over some high school shit. Honestly,
right.
like probably ego.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it probably came down to ego. You know what I mean? And this fool's connected. And he's gonna bring all his peoples, and that fool's disrespected and he lives over here, and he knows all these fools. You know what I mean? And they're gonna come up and they're gonna squabble it. And if the homie gets down, and if I see some fool take off, I'm gonna take off. Like it just works out like that.
So have you been a part of one?
Nah.
Okay.
I haven't been a part of one.
Okay, so that shit happens in Dago then.
That happened a while back in Dago. It happened. Happens everywhere though. It happens in jail. Happens everywhere.
Yeah. Have you got to go through that while you were in jail?
No, but there was a situation about it though. Like like the homies had a sale that we took from the blacks. The blacks wanted it back, and the homie didn't want to give it back. Or no, you know what? We had a sale. We give it to the blacks. We wanted to sell. We didn't. It was something like that, dog. I had just got to the unit, but I knew there was tensions raised. You know what I mean? And they're like, yeah, the homies were borrowing the sale. They gave it back on the date. These fools took the sale. The homie let them have the sale, and they haven't given back on the day that we wanted. So it was about to pop if the homies were tripping. And it didn't go down that way, but it was like right. It was right there. Like you do the guile right before we come inside. And there's a tension with the race. The homies do that. Camaradas listos, siempre, gracias a ti. Like that whole unit is like, you can feel it. Mexicans are ready to go. We're up there. You know what I'm saying? Other races feel that shit when we do the guile. It's more like in a way, like a scare tactic almost. You know what I mean? But like, when it's that thick and you can feel it in the air, you can be like, yeah, send you a little phone call. I might be in the hole for a bit. I'll let you know if you get a call from me. Don't worry about it, but keep that in mind if I don't call back. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to go too in depth about it. If it happens, it happens. Like you said, that shit walks your way, handle it.
So it didn't go down?
Nah.
Okay. It was about to though.
It was damn near there.
Hypothetically, allegedly, or whatever.
Hypothetically, allegedly, supposedly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Type shit.
Yeah.
Amongst the lines of. Yeah. That's any jail.
All right, you've been on a lot of podcasts, right? What's one question like you hate, like when they ask, or like just don't like?
I don't know. There's not like a question that really offends me, fool. Like, you know what I mean? But like a question that like, I don't know, that brings troublesome to my brain thoughts. There's
some people who go on interviews and like they want to get messy, like on the interview. When you do interviews, like, do you wish they would ask you messy shit, or is it like, nah, I wish they wouldn't? Like, where are you with that?
You know what? Like, messy shit is messy shit though. Like, it just depends on how you answer it. You could ask me some messy shit, and I'm gonna try my hardest to stay amongst the guidelines of not being like coming off as ignorant.
I feel like I sometimes unintentionally mean to come off messy, because I'm just direct and I'm like intrigued in the conversation. I just want to ask it, so I just ask it, and then it may come across like I'm like trying to be messy, but it's like, nah, I'm asking because like I'm really a fan type shit. You feel me?
Yeah. I think like messy questions have messy answers, but if you can like come off the lines and not be so messy, like that's better in your end. It makes you look more professional, my boy. Like you don't.
But we don't keep it real. We know the fans want to see that though.
Like they probably do.
No, they do. It's not a probably. They for sure do.
They like that shit.
I look at the analytics when I look at what's popping.
They
Like
engage
it's
more,
always the
huh?
messy shit. Yeah.
Maybe that would be better for me to just be messy like that. But I'm not messy like that. Like I don't like being a problematic homie, dog. Like I don't understand where that looks cool or how that like really comes off as a role model or something like that. Like I'm not a role model in any means, but like at the same time, like I'm not ignorant. You know what I'm saying?
But well, you got rappers like 50 Cent, right? Who they got popping because they would always diss rappers and they'd be very outspoken, right? And are you a fan of like 50 Cent's music?
I like 50 Cent.
A lot of them are fans because that fool just didn't give a fuck, and he's he'll demand the smoke with fools.
That was like a
shit.
different scene though. Like him and Ja Rule were like they came out at the same time. They're damn near like almost like it's competition of the better artists at that point. You know what I mean? And who's gonna stand on business more? And like if that was the case, fool, and like there was somebody in my competition and they were like, you know, comparing me to this fool and this fool, and you know, that comparison that causes tension. You know what I mean? So like I think in my world, unless that's the scenario, then I'm gonna be messy. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show you that I'm the better artist, whatever the fuck. But like, there's no comparison yet.
How many interviews have you done so far? Interview / pods.
The Zudi podcast. I didn't do one for Soul Shakedown, or did I? Soul Shakedown podcast, the Hendo Unplugged, Straight Lace No Chase. I did him like a couple years back. That's about it though. Like I really done like maybe like 5 interviews. Comes off the hip though. This is
your first fresh out interview though.
Yeah, this is the first interview I've had come out.
Were you ever in an interview where you felt like uncomfortable at all or not? We don't got to put a name on who it was, but
no, not really. Like, no, I don't think I've been uncomfortable in any interview. I'm pretty buzzed in every interview too. So like,
Jojo2Faded, literally.
Jojo2Faded, literally.
Yeah.
But back then it was worse. Like, you pull up a picture of like me like 6 months ago and a picture of me now and how I look now. Like, damn, I was drinking a bottle like. I feel
like that's regular for like, cause you're 25, so it's like early 20s. I feel like everybody be doing that. Well, not everybody, but a large portion of people. Cause you just turned 21. You know, oh, you're 23.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I thought you said you're 25.
No, I'm 23. Turning 2024 this year. Yeah, turning 24.
And 25. And 2025.
25 after.
Oh, okay. Oh shit, 23. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's regular. Fool knows your age. Fool.
But like fucking what was I gonna say? Fucking I would drink a lot, but like, yeah, it is regular, but like 4 bottles, like throughout the week, probably more.
God damn, with 4 bottles, drinking them with people though, right?
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, no, not on some wino shit. I'm just at the house on some fucking
wino. What's that?
Like fucking being a fucking drunk. You know
okay.
Like I'm not at the pad just smacking down bottles. You know.
What do you be drinking though? What's your preference?
Oh man, I'm ratchet fool. I like E&J fool. I love that East juice, that evil juice. You know what I mean?
Nah.
That E&J brandy. I like that shit. But like, if I want to be bougie about it, we drinking Hennessy Douce. You know, I like the liquor. I like the what is it? Cognac.
Cognac, yeah.
Yeah, I like cognac and shit, whatever the fuck it's called. And then I like tequila too.
Fuck with tequila, bro.
Fuck with tequila, but like if I'm out on my own shit, I'm probably drinking brandy.
Yeah. Do you get vicious hangovers at 23 years old or not?
No.
Oh, can you go back to back? Like, let's say you like get faded today.
Like on like a 1 day bender, and then
like get faded tonight, and then tomorrow get faded again, and then the next day you wake up cool.
Yeah, I think I'll be all right.
Damn, bro.
I think I'm all right.
Yeah, I wish I could do that again,
Maybe
bro.
like I'll be like, oh, you know what? Like I don't really feel like eating. Like I just drank 2 days in a row. I just woke up. Like, you know what I mean? I probably won't feel like eating like that, fool. And then, you know.
You play with your nose or not?
I was going to say, you playing with your nose too. Like, you're not going to be hungry. I don't do like none of the extra bullshit.
We don't keep it live. Does Jojo2Faded engage with the Colombian candy at all?
I fuck around. I play with my nose, you know what I mean? But nose nachos are cool, but like you can't take it like on a bender though.
What's the nose nacho? What was that?
The nose nachos, the Colombian candy. You know?
Oh, that's what they call it, nose nacho. Oh, okay. Yeah, new terminology.
Devil's dandruff.
2025, besides music, is there anything else we could expect from you?
Consistency and bangers, fool. Stay tuned for bangers. That's like all I'm really in for. You know what I mean? That's what I want. That's what I'm gonna get at.